These are randomly generated NHL players, and I will be selecting 20 of them to build my team. For today's challenge, I'm able to see all of the information. However, I must take from each card position equally. After all the selections have been made, we will assemble this team on NHL 25 and simulate with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. I will be leaving the position filter on for this one, mostly because I think it could get too confusing with trying to pick a defense, and obviously we want the challenge, but I feel like that might be too much. Basically, I don't want to end up with like 3 forwards on defense or something, which I think is fair. Pleasure doing business with you. Let's get after it. I obviously do want to leave it relatively open for when we do get to defense. This is a no-brainer. We are going with Braden. I always jot my team down in Notepad, and now I'm gonna have to mark which card position they were. Next up, we have... Ooh, do I want it? I think we have to. Yeah, there's no way we can stray this early. It's only 2 players from the left. It can't keep this up, surely. We must go with Anze. Also, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but for goaltenders, doesn't matter. We can take whichever one we want. This is just for the 18 skaters because obviously 20 not divisible by 3. This one is interesting. We're definitely not going with the left. I'll tell you that much for free. But do I want Revo or do we go with Coleman? Coleman's probably the better option to go with, but Reeves is sick. I like adding toughness to the squad, so we're going with Reeves. A nice grit grinder, you know? Joe Veleno is going to be the first card, and we've got another interesting predicament here. I'm gonna go with Benson. So now we're 2 to the left, 2 to the right, none in the middle. And for that exact reason, I'm going with Podkolzin. So far, so good. We have a decent team. And on top of that, we have some good variation going on in terms of the spots. So we're 2-1-2 right now. And we're about to make it 2-2-2 because Cole Caulfield is the newest member of our squadron. This team could end up being unreal. Yeah, I'm certainly taking the capital. Hendrix Lapierre, Beautician. Absolutely flying through forwards here. I'm happy that it's going to be middle or left because that is the best way to keep it balanced right now. But which one do I go for? This team is going to be unbelievably stacked. Clayton Keller is the newest member. Yeah, here we go. Wow. That could not have worked out any better. We are back to fully even, 3s across the board, and we get Chuck E. Cheese. Things are just falling in place right now. This is the one. We're winning the cup. Watch, the next 3 randomizers are gonna be... I should probably go with Stamkos, but I feel like we already have enough offensive talent. There's no reason not to. Okay, fine. We're going with Nick Paul.
They shot Paul.
So we are currently favoring the middle, 3-4-3. Which is a formation I used to run in FIFA. I want to go Kasperi, but that mustache is just giving me trust issues. Fine. We'll go with Kapanen. Ideally, this player should be on the right. I can't believe how the top 250 filter is not on, by the way, which I guess you probably know based on some of the players we're getting. This has been insanely lucky. I can't pass him up. Or can I? Because when we make stacked teams, it never seems to work out in our favor anyway. I know I'm going to get roasted and toasted if I don't go with Nate Dio Double G. Okay, we'll do it, fine. Have it your way. With that, we can only take 1 defenseman from the left side. Oh boy. Capitals legend Nate Schmidt, and that is our lowest category at the moment on the right-hand side there. So let's scoop him up. Next set of defenders, I already forgot to take down handedness. Trouba probably took a big overall hit, but he's probably still the best here. However, Vlasic does wear jersey number 72. He's making some great points. We're going to bump it up to a 5-4-5. Jacob Trouba is the newest member of whatever team I decide to create. Basically, whatever custom logo looks good with the colors that it gives me immediately. So now we're Schlacken in the middle. Brady Shea could be good. That actually worked out phenomenally. Yeah, let's go with Brady. 3 defenders remaining. We are totally... Oh my word. This is actually insane. This has to be the team. He wins the Norris in every single sim. It's become a meme at this point. If he does not win the Norris for this team, I'm gonna lose it. The crazy thing is, I don't really have a lot of faith in this team right now because we're so good. And because of the track record of us having such good teams. Zach Werenski, let's go. The randomizer did us all kind of favors. By the way, we have to take the player in the middle because we currently reside at 656. I can't even complain. I have no grounds because we've been getting insanely lucky. So you know what? Welcome aboard to the Stanley Cup winning team. Last and certainly least, we have goaltenders. That is quite the set that we have to pick from here. Not going the nervous guy. I don't know if he simulated well for us or not last time, but I will be adding Stolarz. He should at least be decent, 84 overall, I'm thinking, and Ned, Declassified School Survival Guy, did just score a goalie goal recently. However, I'm going with the Wolfman. Let's head over to NHL 25, assemble this incredible squad, and grab what should rightfully be ours. Hello, everybody. We are here on NHL 25, and your Halifax Hounds are 91 overall, which, to be honest, is kind of surprising to me. We're in Division 4, and we were only 12 million over the cap. I thought it would be 30 or something crazy. There will be no owner telling me what to do. There will not be a fantasy draft. No fog. All right, we're looking at clear skies today. And how about this jabroni guy? Absolutely not. Hopefully we have some chemistry, and hopefully I will not be hiring a random coach. Well, to be fair, the coaches I was hiring weren't random. In fact, they were real coaches. We've got Mitchell Wisniewski as our coach, and I'm not even gonna have a look. I don't care what his grade is. Moment of truth, will this team have chemistry or not? Even if we don't really have great chemistry, we should have good enough players to get the job done. But we do have chemistry. Jabroni, get out of my face. We've got Nick Paul, Kapanen, and Benson as a +1 third line. And how about a +3 on our first two lines? Absolutely insane. Are we going to suffer on defense? Roll 4 lines. I like that. We do not suffer at all. 4, 2, and 1. This is actually the team. In net, Stolarz and Wolf, 2 reliable goaltenders, 84 overall. I am loving what I see. First and goal for the Rams. Will they tie this game up? Wow. Kyron just got swarmed. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Hendrix Lapierre gets the most points. No, absolutely not. Call me crazy, but I'm going to take Clayton Keller to get the most points on this team, and I will say he gets a grand total of 92. This team will acquire 56 wins in the regular season. Now, let's simulate. A 10-3 win over Tampa to start the season is wild. The Rams and the Eagles both scored on their opening drives. I guess the Eagles missed their extra point. That sucks. Second in the division right now, Golden Knights ahead of us. They beat us 3-2 in regulation right there, which sucks. We have overtaken first in the division. We do have several games on them, though, so that must be taken into consideration. If a coach gets fired, I'm not even going to look. So we've got that going for us. I honestly thought that that's what that was going to be. We can't just be a regular season team. That's not going to cut it. I would rather barely sneak into the playoffs and win the cup than get a President's Trophy and get eliminated in the second round. I mean, I'm sure you could ask anybody that question and they're taking the Stanley Cup all day long. But, I mean, that's just what it feels like we've been doing. Golden Knights have fallen off quite a bit. They were incredible to start the year. I think their record was nuts, like 11-0-1. Winnipeg Jets type beat. Trophy of the President's Variety is definitely up for grabs here. Don't really want it though. And I will once again put the disclaimer out there in case this is your first time watching one of these videos. We are the only team that has these players. So for example, Colorado just lost Nate Dogg and Makar. I moved them to international and then put them on this team. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Monty. Not going to do it. 45 wins out of the deadline. Will the post-trade deadline collapse happen to this team? I'm going to go out here and say, yeah, it will. 101 points. The team closest to us I've seen has 90, which is nuts. Also, if anyone wonders why the divisions are all jumbled up, it's because I do a 33-team league using the custom league feature and then just toss this squad in. 52, 22, and 6. We have a couple of games remaining. The team we took Tkachuk from, and they seek their revenge. The Golden Knights, I don't think we got anyone from them, but they still beat us. We've got the Minnesota Wild as our first round victim. Hey, did you know that their logo was a bear? We got first in the division. The Golden Knights ended up having a bit of a comeback story there after their great start, collapse, and they bounced back. So that's good for them. What a stacked division. There's got to be some team, I'm going to say 19 or below, that got in. We do not acquire the President's Trophy. That will go to the Edmonton Oilers that had a 72-point percentage. Nice. We did get second in the league, which to me, that's optimal. That's exactly where I want to be. But I'm also curious to see, yeah, the 11th placed Winnipeg Jets did not get in with 92 points. That makes me sick to my stomach. 21. The Detroit Red Wings with 84 points got in. And we also have these two teams getting shafted. Oh boy, was I wrong. Clayton Keller all the way down there. Nate Dogg all the way up here. 64 goals, 115 points. And speaking of points, how about this one? The Braden variety. Nearly 100. Cale Makar having 90 is good, but I feel like he normally gets more on the Avalanche for some reason. Let's go, Victor. Grand total of 7 points. What a legend. Nate Schmidt had 11. 56 from Zachary. Goaltending, not a problem of ours. 34, 12, and 1 with 7 shutouts and a 9-17. Dusty Boy had 2 shutouts, an 18, 12, and 5 record. Stewie Decimal System will be the goaltender leader with 46 dubs. Nice amount of games played. Only a 904, though. Logan Thompson had a 922. Where was that when he was on our team? He did it. Cale Makar, Norris winner. So no matter what happens here, we're not going home completely empty-handed. We got 1 in our repertoire, probably, because the next closest is Victor Hedman, and he's got 15 less. He was a plus 32, though. How about Bouchard? Oh, we also get the Art Ross. Nate Dogg, 115, and by the looks of it, he might have the Rocket Richard lockdown as well. Just having a quick look at Minnesota's lines here. They got Taylor Hall on the second line with Rossi and Zuccarello. Goudreau on the third line is kind of scary. Same with this fourth line, honestly. Kaprizov, Eriksson, Ek, and Boldy is also insane. Brodin and Faber, Middleton, Spurgeon, they are stacked on defense. Gus Bus and Flower in the cage. I could see them giving us a run for our money. You know the rules. First 3 games, let's see where we sit after that. Can we take a dub in game 1? We do. Only 1 goal separated the team. Same there. These are very close, but we're sneaking out with the victory in each one. That is heartbreaking. 1 more dub. Sweep. And that was overtime. Another 1-goal game. Wow. In the conference semifinal, we have the Golden Knights. They did take us down in the final game of the season, and they're also insane. Barbashev, Eichel, and Stone is scary. They got Roy Hurdle and Wild Bill. Defensively, they are also very good. Like Minnesota, they got Pietrangelo and Theodore, Hanifin, Whitecloud, and then even their fourth pair is good. Aiden Hill and Samsonov in the net. I'm not as scared of this team for some reason. So naturally, that means we're probably going to get swept. First 3 games, you know the rules. They lost 1 game in the first round. Oh no. Don't you dare. What do they have that we don't have? I'm not changing anything. Screw that. If we lose, then it is what it is. Oh, okay. We need to win 1 more here. We need to win all of these, actually. They haven't earned it. They have not earned it. Push game 7, and we'll go to a real-time sim. You absolute clowns. Whoopsies. Went into the Stanley Cup final a little bit here. It is the New Jersey Devils and the Golden Knights who took us down. We have a best-of-5 situation for the ultimate prize. I can't believe it, man. I feel like we've gotten closer with teams that are like 80-something overall. New Jersey's wiping them at the moment. Okay, they come back 3-2. Can they make it a 1 game to rule them all? No. Laval Rocket, your Calder Cup champions. Nate was over point a game. Point a game. Tkachuk nearly. Caulfield was even doing good. Benson, 7 from Makar is all right. He was a 0 in the plus-minus category, which, looking at everybody else, that's really good. Goaltending was our issue, apparently. An 894 save percentage, 356 GAA. not going to cut it. Markstrom up at the top here. His team did win the Stanley Cup. 908 save percentage. I will not be petitioning for him to win the Conn Smythe. Actually, this is weird. The top three all have a 908. And then we have a 918 from Mr. Wall. Jay Theodore had 20 points. He led defenseman. We've got 2 with 14. No one really did amazing except for Devin Taves. Exactly point a game. Jack Eichel had 36 points in 23 games. Why did he go off like that? Timo Meier also had 36. He's going to win the Conn Smythe. Hughes had 33. At least we got a lot of individual hardware. That's what we're after here, right? We don't care about the team. Name on the back is way more important than the name on the front. Nate with the art. He also got the heart, so the combo's intact. Cale Makar with the Norris. We have won the first 3 individual trophies. Lady Byng goes to Kirill the Thrill. Matt Vey acquires the Calder. Timo Meier, Conn Smythe winner. No surprises there. Vezina goes to Thompson. Vazzy, however, will be the William M. Jennings recipient. Bill Masterton awarded to Savard. Carlos gets the Jack Adams. Sidney the Kidney with the Selke. Nate Dogg grabs one more. And for good measure. I don't know what it takes to win a Stanley Cup, but this is getting outrageous. We've built some super teams. Maybe that's what it is, actually. The league is pissed. They're over the cap. They're building a team here that is just not abiding by the rules. So go get them, refs. Anyway, c'est la vie. We'll get one eventually. Maybe. Hopefully. Let me know if you have any ideas for drafts. This one was from a comment, and I appreciate it. I thought this was the one. But maybe that's the problem.